You aren't looking at a haircut. You are looking at a rescue mission for a soul that's been buried alive for years. Look at the way this fur isn't falling. It's peeling. Like a heavy, suffocating armor this dog never asked to wear. Most people see a mess. I see a living creature that has forgotten what it feels like to be touched by the air. Underneath this shell, the skin is screaming. This is reperfusion injury in real time. When we remove this weight, blood suddenly rushes back into vessels that have been constricted for years. It's a biological shock to the system. We aren't just grooming, we are recalibrating his entire circulatory system, 1 inch at a time. Underneath this shell, the skin is screaming. This is reperfusion injury in real time. When we remove this weight, blood suddenly rushes back into vessels that have been constricted for years. It's a biological shock to the system. We aren't just grooming, we are recalibrating his entire circulatory system, 1 inch at a time. You've just witnessed the first 60 seconds of a second chance at life. Most people scroll past the broken things, but you stayed. You stayed because you know that broken is just a temporary state. If you believe every dog deserves to be seen for who they are beneath the surface, hit that follow button. Don't just watch the transformation. Be the reason the next one gets a chance. The armor is gone, but the ghost of the shell remains. For years, this dog's brain mapped his body by the pressure of that weight. Now that it's on the floor, he feels like he's floating in a void. This is the moment of maximum vulnerability, where the physical rescue ends and the psychological reconstruction begins. Look at the inflammation. This is chronic contact dermatitis caused by the lack of oxygen and the presence of bacteria trapped for months. We are using a balanced pH solution to restore the acid mantle of his skin. Without this, his largest organ cannot protect him from the environment. We aren't just cleaning him, we are rebooting his immune system. Notice how he flinches at the sound of the water. This is sensory flooding. When you live under a matted shell, your world is muffled and dark. Suddenly, every sound is loud and every touch is sharp. We are watching his neuroplasticity in action. His brain is literally relearning how to interpret the world without the filter of neglect. He spent a lifetime waiting for a hand that didn't hurt. Today, he found it. But there are thousands more still trapped in the silence of their own shells. Most people will forget this video in 10 minutes, but a few will remember that rescue is a marathon, not a sprint. If you're one of the few who believes in the long road to recovery, share this. Help us find the others who are still waiting to be unearthed. He has a new coat, but he still has his old fears. For years, he couldn't move, so he forgot how to play. He's looking at this ball not as a toy, but as a question. He is waiting for permission to be a dog again. If you've ever felt like you lost your spark, watch his eyes. The light is about to come back on. Look at his gait. It's stiff. This is disuse atrophy. Because that one-piece shell restricted his limbs, his muscles have partially wasted away, and his tendons have shortened. We are beginning passive range of motion, PROM, exercises to tell his nervous system that it's safe to stretch. We aren't just healing his skin, we are rebuilding his ability to run. This is the mirror effect. Dogs are social mirrors. By introducing him to a stable pack member, we are using social facilitation to show him that humans and life are no longer a threat. That tiny wag isn't just a movement, it's a breakthrough in his oxytocin production. He is finally choosing connection over isolation. The shell is in the trash and the fear is in the past. 300 minutes ago, he was a prisoner of neglect. Now he's a masterpiece of resilience. Most people just see a cute dog now, but you know the science and the struggle it took to get here. If you believe every forgotten dog deserves this moment of joy, hit that subscribe button. Let's make sure no dog has to wait years for their second chance. He is no longer waiting for the next blow. He is waiting for the next chapter. After years of existing as a shadow, he is finally stepping into the light of a permanent home. But for a dog who was buried in a shell of neglect, home isn't just a place. It's the ultimate psychological test of safety. Watch the moment he realizes he never has to leave. We are witnessing the development of secure attachment. In the animal kingdom, trust isn't a gift, it's an investment. Because his early life was defined by inconsistent reinforcement, his brain is wired to expect the worst. By allowing him to initiate the first touch, his new family is validating his autonomy. They aren't just adopting a pet, they are providing the safe base his nervous system has lacked for a lifetime. Notice his posture. The low carry head is gone. This is a shift in his self-perception. Through a process called social referencing, he looks to his new humans to see if the world is still dangerous. Their calm breathing and slow movements are literally down-regulating his heart rate. He is shedding his identity as a victim and assuming the role of a companion. Rescuing a dog like this is a commitment to the slow architecture of the mind. It proves that while trauma leaves a mark, it does not define the capacity for future joy. As we close this chapter, remember that your patience is the most powerful tool in the healing process. Thank you for standing witness to this transformation. By understanding the psychology of the second chance, you become the bridge between a dog's past and their future. Continue to educate, continue to advocate, and most importantly, continue to choose resilience.